Hello there and welcome back to my channel. I am Sharon of Lily Pond Treasures. I am a reseller in Melbourne, Florida. I sell my vintage and antiques in an antique mall. And what I do is I take you along with me shopping and I show you how to style my booths. But today's video is going to be a little different. I have been working at antique malls over the years and I've learned a few things, what it's like behind a counter. And if you are a dealer or you want to become a dealer, this video is for you. I have come up with 5 things that can help you as a dealer have a smoother transaction at the mall and help out the employees and possibly increase your sales as well. So the first thing I want to share with you is before you bring anything in, clean it. Even if it doesn't look dirty, it still has fingerprints on it. There's oil residue from fingers. There's sticker residue from previous purchases. We had an example. Somebody came to the mall, a customer, and she came to me and asked me if she could have a discount on this item, and it was a ceramic creamer. And there was nothing wrong with it. There was no chips or cracks or anything. She thought it was bad. There was poor condition is what she called it. And so all I can see on it, it was dirty. It had the sticker residue that turns black over time. And it was under, I couldn't give a discount because it was under the price point that we were even allowed to. So it didn't meet the guidelines to give a discount. So she put it back and she found something else. Now that dealer lost a sale because they didn't take the time to just wash it. And also with anything that's material, cloth, if it can be washed in a washing machine, do that. If it has a musty smell, mothballs, cigarette smoke, please wash that. Also, if it is a dry cleanable only, have it dry cleaned. Like I say, you have a leather suede jacket, and you might say, I don't want to put the costs into dry cleaning that. But if you would dry clean that and then put the cost into your sale, and then label that as dry cleaned, ready to wear, you're most likely going to get top dollar for that. If you don't do that, what you're going to end up doing is decreasing the price over and over until it sells. And it'd be better if you sell something for $50 than $10. So you're going to lose the money anyway. So just put the money into it up front and then put it into your sale. And I guarantee you it will sell before somebody else has that sale. And also, like stuffed animals, sometimes they can be a little gross. Sometimes they're machine washable, but if they're not, put them in the dryer, dry, and just fluff them, maybe with a dryer sheet or something. That really does help, and it knocks the dirt out of them too. And also, if you have any linens, wash those. If there's yellow stains on them, like vintage tablecloths, soak them up. That really gets them out, like a OxiClean or Biz, something like that. And then also iron them. The ironed ones that are hanging will sell faster than anything that's like in a bin, that's thrown in a bin. Let's talk about writing your tags. Now there's a lot of the problems between dealers and employees really come from the tags. If you're using handwritten tags, make sure you print clearly. Handwriting, a lot of the schools don't teach handwriting anymore, and the younger employees don't know how to read it, and that means younger customers don't know how to read it either. So if you can just print it clearly, we at the front desk won't have any issues reading it. Sometimes there's a lot of chicken scratch on those tags. We can't read them. Let's see. And then the first thing you write on those tags, put your dealer code on them. That is actually the most important thing on a tag. It's not the price, it's the dealer code. Because if you forget to put anything else on that tag, we at least know who to call. And then the second thing you want to put on there is a description. You want a full description. Don't put just plate. Put down white plate with blue flowers, whatever the description is. And even maybe the maker that's on the back side, if there is one printed, put that on too. Because there's a lot of dishonest people out there. They will switch tags. It happens. If something doesn't have a price tag on it, something that they really want, they'll go look for something that looks similar and they'll swap. So make sure you do that. Now the next thing, when you're writing your tags and you put your price on it, if you're using a $sign, make sure your $sign is very clear. If it looks anything like this, where the number is off to the side like that, that could sometimes look like a 1. Say if something is $40, we don't know, is it $40 or is it $140? And sometimes it is the $140 and we will put in 40. And when that happens, in our mall, the employee actually has to pay that difference. And $100 is a big chunk of money. That's actually over a day's wage for an employee. So that really sets a bad tone between you and the employees if you don't do that. When I write my tags, if I'm writing a sticker or something, I will just omit the tag or the $sign. I don't use it. Now, this is what I use. If I print one up, it looks like that. You notice I have the $sign printed in here. And this is what I do. I went on my computer and I did 3 columns of that. It has the dealer code, an item number, a place for the description, and the price. And then I print it out on cardstock in different colors, and then I have to cut them up and I punch a hole in it. Does it take time? Yeah, but I don't have to do it that often. I do it every few months. I do a bunch of them. And it's just, everybody knows this is my tag. I'm different from everybody else's. So if I forget to even write this out at all, they know it's mine. But it just makes it easier. And I also, that's the order that goes into the system that we use. The dealer, item number, description, and price. And a lot of the softwares do have that in that order. You might want to check your own mall and see what order they put theirs in. So it's always easier to put it in the order that it goes into the computer system. Sometimes employees don't, especially new employees, if a dealer puts the stock code first and then their dealer code's down off to the side, the new employees, they don't know your tags and it's really confusing for them. So just make very clear price tags. Another thing, when you are marking down items, it's really good not to mark it with a red marker or red pen. Because customers, they know most people do that and they come with their own red pen. So use a color that's not as common. Or you could use a rubber stamp or a hole punch that's a certain shape, like a star or a heart or something like that. Some dealers do put their initials, but I think that's something too that a customer can forge. So I think the best thing you can really do if you are marking down a tag is just to write out a whole new tag. So that's let me see, the 5th thing I want to say, okay, make sure that your tags are really secure. If you have like t-shirts or something in your booth and you use a sticker on it, they fall off so easily. So it's really best to use a piece of cardstock and put a safety pin through that and then attach that to the shirt. So, because a lot of times, that's another thing is the tags fall off. So you don't want that to happen. Another common problem we have at the mall is if you are selling a set of something, put your price on the one, and then on the other one, you could put like 2 of 2. On the first one, 1 of 2, 2 of 2, and your dealer code also on that second one. What happens sometimes is, let's say you have a sugar and a creamer. You have the price on the creamer, but not the sugar bowl. And somebody will come up with just the sugar bowl. There's no price tag on it. There's no dealer code, nothing. We don't know who it belongs to. And a lot of times customers don't know where they found it. So if you had your dealer code on it and saying it's a set of 2, at least we'd know to call you to find out what's going on, or if we know where to find it in your booth. If we see that it's a set of 2, we could go to your booth and find the other piece. Also, if you have something that's not for sale, please put your dealer code on it and not for sale, or NFS for not for sale. It's really important to put your dealer code on things that can walk up to the register. If we had an issue, it was just a small shelving unit, it was a lightweight wire shelving unit. Somebody brought it up, unloaded it all, and came up, and we had no idea where it came from. And they didn't remember. They knew it was the aisle, so we had to start calling everybody in that aisle and see if it was theirs. And when you know it was, thank goodness it was the second person I had to call. So that happens, and that's something you just don't think of doing. So just make sure you have your not for sales displayed as not for sale. So the next thing I want to share with you is the benefits of using the barcode system, if your mall provides that. If you type in your description and everything and enter that into your computer and you send it to the mall to print out your tags, that goes into a database in our system. And then if a customer is in a hurry, they come in, they said they're on their lunch break or they have a doctor appointment, can you find this pattern of Pyrex for me? We can just look in the database and see who has it, and we'll take them to that booth. If you handwrite your tag, you're not in the database and you could be losing sales. So there's a benefit of using the barcode system. Okay, and next, don't assume somebody stole an item out of your booth if you can't find it. 9 out of 10 times it is in someone else's booth. A customer was probably walking around with it, they put it down to look at something, or they changed their mind and they just left it somewhere. Or it could be in lost and found. So you check there first. And so a lot of times a dealer will come in, that they're fluffing their booth and they find something that doesn't belong to them, and then they bring it up and we put it back in where it's supposed to be. But most likely it is in the mall somewhere. Sometimes customers will stash something. They want something, they'll stash it behind something. They're waiting for payday, and we find things in weird places. So just don't assume that it's stolen, because most likely it's not. And also, then another thing, the fifth thing, is be nice to the staff. If you're grumpy all the time and you come in and just complain, it really sets a bad tone. And when it comes to selling your things, when some customer comes up and they want something to help us look for something, you may be forgotten. Not that anybody does it intentionally, it's just that we tend to remember the people that are nice to us. It's human nature. I'll be your friend if you be mine type thing, and it's just normal. So just always be friendly. Come in with a smile on your face, and if there is a problem that you really need to solve, go to the manager with it. Because most likely the employees can't do anything for you anyway. So just go to the manager, and if the employees need to know all about it, then the manager will discuss it with them. So just try to keep a very positive attitude, and you never know when your thing, a customer comes in and you have the item that somebody is looking for. So you always want to have a good relationship with the staff. So I think that's all I have. I have my notes here. Yeah, so I hope what I've shared with you is beneficial. It helps you to get sales, and the staff is really there for you. They want you to do well. So just keep that in mind. And thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.